let's continue the performance related transaction codes. So we are discussing about the ST01 and ST01 is for the system trace, taking the trace. Suppose if you want to take the some traces, we can take the ST01 trace, we can take it out. Then ST02 buffers, hit ratio, those things we can take it out here. And ST03 is the transaction code. It's very important to check the workload analysis. So workload analysis we can check using the ST03 transaction code. So workload analysis, yesterday's, today's, like weekly, monthly. So the analysis we can track it, like how the system is responding. These things we can check in the ST03N transaction code, right? Then ST04, this is the DB performance monitor database related transaction code. So, or we can also discuss it about the DBA cockpit. So, all the DB related tasks, activities we can check in the DBA cockpit transaction code. In the DBA cockpit transaction code, we can check all those related things here, right? So, and ST05 is for the SQL trace. So, it's kind of a SQL trace here. That's what we discussed yesterday. Up to ST05, we discussed. So, it's a SQL system performance trace here. SQL performance trace here. We can enable it. We can check which one is taking very longer to respond it. So those things we can check it out here in the ST05 transaction code here. ST05 transaction code here. So today we'll discuss about the ST06. So this is the DB level information. This is the SAP level workload and everything here. ST06 is the OS level. OS level, we can find out the CPU, memory, and disk file systems. So network, OS level, what it will be there. These are the things are available at operating system level. Those utilization we can find out here, which means you don't need to log into the operating system level, check all those things here. If you go to the ST06 transaction code here we can check the operating system level CPU. What is the CPU utilization? How much CPUs are utilizing here, right? System utilization, right? User utilization and idle percentage. Idle means free percentage here. How many number of CPUs we have here, right? So memory, free memory percentage, right? So all the information we can track it here, right? All the information we can track it in the utilization spot. You can track it here, right? And also you can also see the previous hours also, how the CPU utilization in the previous hours. So today, 28th, so it started, right? Yesterday's CPU utilization here, how much percentage is CPU is free here? Idle percentage. Idle percentage means, so free. Idle means free. So how much free? So today morning hours, it's a free. So today morning hours is free. Up to it's slightly decreased. So 20th hour, 19th hour, 18th hour, right? So then 14th hour, it's a very 39% only free. Means it is used system being heavily used here. Then again 13th hour, so it's 61 percentage free. Means remaining 40% only used here. So like that we can estimate we can calculate the CPU utilizations and everything here, right? So not only CPU, the memory utilizations as well here. So how much memory you have and what is the utilization free memory we have here, right? So total configured memory, how much? 35 GB. Here, how much is the free percentage? So we can check it out all the information and everything here. Disk storage level, disk level. Disk means so C drive, C drive. So our C drive utilizations, how much it is utilizing here. Then 27, it's utilized much in the 15th hour. So like you can see the utilizations here, right? History. So previous hours we can check it out, last 24 hours and everything. So then previous history also we can check it out, but this will not be. So here we can check it out. The previous history means previous days and everything, but that will not be displayed here, right? So any OS level, if you want to find out, I want to find out what are the top 40, top 50 consumers which are causing the issue, which are using the high CPUs here. This is SQL Server process. So our dialog work process are using the very high CPU utilization and very high memory utilizations and everything. We can check it out. How much CPU utilization is causing. So 19% is causing by the CPU percent utilizing by the your SQL Server process here. So in this way, we can find out which one is causing the very high CPU response and everything here, right? So here, this is the one we can check it out here, right? SQL performance and everything we can see this is the one here, right? So top CPU process and everything here, right? So this is the ST06 is the transaction code for operating system level. So normally, if you want to check all those things, you need to log into the OS level, go to the Windows Task Manager. Here you can see the CPU current utilization, memory utilization, only current things you can check it out. What are the top process? You can check it out in the CPU. So just filter it out. You can check the top process and everything, top memory contributors. Like that, you will check it out. But we don't have, sometimes we won't get the access to the operating system level. Then in this case, you may have to check in the here. Here means you may have to check in the ST06 transaction code. ST06 transaction code we may have to check here. So here you will see the all the information, what's happening in the operating system level. So what is your operating system level details here? So how many CPUs you have? What is the current utilization? Right? So now it's the idle percentage 89. This is the live idle percentage here. 89 percentage. Previously it's reduced. Now it's the 89. Means 90% CPUs are free. Means system is free. This ECD system is 90%. Why? Because the morning time, right? No one logged in. So no one logged into the system. It's a little bit the reduce so load is less. Load is less. Idle means free. Utilization means user utilization, how much users are utilizing. Only 4% out of 100, 4% are using here. 7% is system is using. Remaining are free here. That is what we need to check here. So you have the four CPUs currently in the system. Four CPUs are there in the currently in the system. Each CPU, what is the utilization? Each CPU, what is the utilization? Here you can see here. So you have the four CPUs, user utilization is 4%, means the load is equally distributing among the CPUs here. Here we can say, so load is distributing, means every CPU is taking care of the load. Load is taking care here, right? That we can see it here, right? So this type of information, we can see it in the ST06 transaction code here, right? This is the ST06. So tomorrow, you got the some performance issue, some system slow issue. Then, first of all, we have to go to the ST06 and see what causing the issue and which memory. Is it the CPU, how the CPU utilization, how the memory utilization, what are the top contributors? So what are the top processes which are using the memory CPUs? So then all those things we need to look it out from here, right? And also you need to check the workload ST03 and workload analysis. You need to check what causing the issue yesterday, Sunday, Monday. So those things we need to check it out here in the systems, right? That is the main important thing here. Then important thing which we need to look it out, right? That is the one thing here. So we can find out the what transactions, which user, what has been executed, how much time they have taken, all the information we will get it out. ST06 here. Then ST07, but this is not available, not much useful, but we can check that application monitor and a user load distribution. Application monitor, user load distribution here, right? So here, how many users are logged in? Then in that, how many users are active? How many work process are inactive? That information will be displayed here. Total 11 work process. Out of 11 work process in the system, total 334 users are there. In that, currently the active users are 5. So in the 5 users, what they are using? They are using, some people there in the ST22 above runtime workbench, change transport system. Component wise, how many users are logged in? We got the details here. What is the user sessions and all the information. Otherwise, if you go to the AL08, we can also get the how many users are logged in. 11 users are logged in here. In that active users, what they are using? Someone using the ST22, someone using logged into the test one, someone using ST01, SCCL. They are using some different application, different transaction codes. They are logged into the 27th, and today few people are logged in. So all the information you are getting here, all the information you see. So there is a background jobs. There is a background job also here. Jobs also it's running here, right? So that is the ST07 transaction code. So these all are the performance related transaction codes here. Performance related transaction code here.
Sir, one question here.
Yeah.
So, regarding this ST06, sometimes we get alert CPU utilization above 95%, and
Temporary. Yeah.
yeah, memory very less, like only 5% remaining. What should we do, sir? Like exactly, I mean, do we have to send out email to the OS team to increase CPU number, or what
If
needs to be exactly done, sir?
if constantly you are getting the CPU high spikes constantly, then definitely we have to plan to maybe the hardware side CPU memory not calculated correctly. So constantly you are getting constantly the high utilizations. So then in this case we need to check like which process is causing the issue, which process is taking the high CPU utilization here. So if you go to the top process here, you will come to know which process is taking the high CPU utilization. Monitor for some time. So only this process is causing the issue means so there is a bug with the this process bug. If any bugs or something, then only the process will consume the lot of CPU, lot of memory. So this is the SQL Server process we know. So what is the version of the SQL Server process? Then check the latest version. So latest version you can check it out. But if you upgrade the DB, then this can be fixed, then we can propose this upgrade. So it's not like that SAP, it's not like the DB process, it's SAP process only. So, okay, it's SAP process only, right? Then we can perform the kernel upgrade. Kernel upgrade. So always it's a very high CPUs. If you see the previous hours also, just check idle time or user utilization, system utilization, check that one. It should be 90 plus 90 plus every time 90 plus 90 plus means definitely there is a load. You see there is a load, but nothing is there in the system. Nothing is there. No, there is no load in the system. But even the CPU utilizations are very high, which means something is contributing, means our process are consuming the lot of CPU, which means this type of issues are called the kernel bugs. So we can check the latest kernel which is available in the system. Then we can check whether this is fixed in the latest versions or not. This is fixed in the latest version or not. So we can check it out here. We can check that one. So why? Because this type of issues will be fixed at operating system level, right? Operating system level, what will be there? Kernels are there here. Operating system level, kernels are there. So definitely it's a kernel bug here. So we can fix that kernel related issues and everything. We can fix it out. So investigation mainly is the investigations are the important here. So multiple ways we have to check. Slightly blindly we can go ahead and we cannot do that one. Sometimes very just a period of time or high CPU, then immediately it will go down. That is fine. That is expected. Why? Because during the job execution, during the long running, that will come high, very high. Then after that, it will go slowly go down here, slowly go down here. But it's constantly giving the errors. Definitely, we have to take care of that part and everything here. So sometimes what happens, SAP level fixes, we can upgrade the kernels. Kernel, we can plan to upgrade it here. Kernel, so we can plan to upgrade the kernel here. There is a topic for us. So why? Because this type of issues are the kernel that will be fixed in the kernels. So if you see the content info, let's see here whether they have fixed any kernel issues in the latest kernel. So these all are the issues they have fixed in the kernels. So CPU. Yes. See here, SAP cache server using the high CPU that is fixed in the 236 version. Yes, 236 version it is fixed here. So when you upgrade the kernel, this type of CPU issues will be fixed. So cookies issue, web browser issue, platform issue, CP issue, libraries issue, error in the diurnal signals. So there are lot of issues they will fix in the kernels. In that, so CPU related issues also they will fix it up. So if you update, if it is causing by the SAP, check the SAP kernel version. So okay, it is old during the installation time, then we have to plan to upgrade the kernel as well to fix the iCPU spikes and everything.
Okay, sir. Sir,
So
and what about memory, sir? For memory, do we have to increase memory or?
memory also blindly we cannot go ahead in one attempt. We cannot just we have to do the some analysis. For that one also we have to do the analysis. Which process is causing the CPU? One process is running in the system is definitely that process will use the some amount of CPU, some amount of memory. It will use it here. For us, how the food and water is very important for the humans to live, like to perform the day-to-day activities. For in the system, each and every process, work process, or each and every process is required the CPU and memory. So if we don't have the food and water, like what will happen? We will slowly will go sick status, then we will stop working, right? Same process also. So if the process sometimes the heavy person will take the heavy food, right? So slow person little bit food they will take it out. So in that case, so the process also sometimes heavily used, then it will take the heavy amount heavy memory, then immediately it should release. But it's not releasing the memory. Once the work is completed, it should release it. But it's not releasing the memory because of so there is some issues. So sometimes there is a genuine issue, there's genuine memory issues. That time we can increase it. So it's not the genuine issue. Just one side we got the error, then immediately we cannot go ahead and increase it here. We can find out which user is causing the very high memory, which transaction codes. So we have to do the analysis of the ST03, ST06, all the transaction codes. Then we have to take a decision. We have to take the decision to we have to prove, we have to provide the all the screenshots, all the necessary screenshots, we have to proofs we have to provide to the customer. The customer agree, then they will OS team will increase the CPUs and memory, they will increase it here.
So generally, memory means we should come to SM50 and check users how much.
ST03 and ST06, then ST22 any dumps, SSM37 any long running jobs. So one process is active means it will occupy the some amount of memory. Yeah, SM50, SM66, AL08 or SM04, ST06, ST03, and so all the transaction codes we have to cross check. So what is causing any currently any high process or utilization, so these things we need to check.
Bro, for kernel upgradation also we have to update to manager every time, or I mean we can upgrade.
Yeah. Downtime. See, you are taking the system downtime means definitely we have to inform to our managers. Otherwise, so system is down, you will the first contact point, the customer will ask the management. So then manager or management team lead. So you have to inform. You have to inform your manager should approve the changes and everything. Otherwise, how can you proceed? So I see in the system while checking here, you see lot of dumps are generating here. Anyone started troubleshooting the dumps? First of all, anyone logging into the system and doing the steps, checks and everything? I see lot of dumps are generating by the systems. Lot of dumps are generating by the systems. So there is a internal spool error here, right? Internal spool errors here. I see it is caused by there is a job name is called the schedule underscore job. It's causing by the schedule underscore job here. So means there is a one job which is causing the issue, right? One job which is causing the issue here. So that is our duty daily. We have to log into the systems, see how the system performance is behaving, and all those things we need to check. See here, it's down. System is getting down. So here School errors. What is this exactly? These jobs? Why these jobs are scheduled jobs means our manually our guys have created these jobs here. Okay. I change it to the active status. To fix this type of issues, we need to check the which jobs are causing the issue. In the dumps, we got it. These jobs are running here. These jobs are running every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, two jobs are running here. Every 10 minutes, there is a two jobs are active in the system here. Scheduled jobs. So because of this reason, you see, there is a lot of dumps. Yesterday, 547 dumps. Today, 486 dumps. Still time is there. So definitely it will go to the that much of time here, internal spool error here. So if any dumps are occurring, it's our responsibility. Spool means spool error, which means there is a one job is responsible for to do the cleanup of the spools and everything here. We need to check whether the spool jobs are running in the system or not here. Spool means it will clean up the old things and everything here. Let's check that. So it is no failing here. The spool jobs are getting failing. The spool jobs are not running here. See, the spool jobs are not running since since when? Let's see. Okay, this is fine. This is okay. Spool consistency check. So these jobs are failing. Spool jobs are failing here in the system. SM37 spool. So spool jobs are failing. Let's check only active jobs, scheduled jobs. Any jobs are scheduled? Yes. They are the reorg spool, reorg spool. Reorg spool is the job which will daily it's running it. So which means there's another few hours it will run. So let me run it manually here. So repeat scheduling here, copy, adacron, adacron. Okay, it's running from the 001. Adacron. Let me release, change, start condition immediately, save, save. So this job is active here. Start date. So you can take the filters. Okay, filters are there here. So you can use the filter ascending order, descending order, filter conditions here. Right? Filter conditions you can use it. So I think the job is running status. There is a lot of spools are
Sir,
there.
type ad hoc, sir. Ad hoc you type.
I just spool mentioned, right? Maybe that will take record. Yeah, it's active. You can see it's active. So what it is doing here, so its program is getting executed. RSPO 001. There is a spool which will delete the older spool records. Older spool records. So spool table got full. That is the reason we are seeing this issue here. Spool table got full here. So let's check the value here, which are older than 10 days here. Let me remove. So all completed minimum age and so I can make it like a last 5 days here in the test box. So access key, standard program I'm changing. That's why it's asking the access key. So that's why later we can change it here. So last 10 days data, spool requests are deleting here. Spool requests are getting deleted. That's what happening in the system currently. So last 10 days data, it's deleting. So in case if it is not working, then we can also manually go to the SP01 transaction code, SP01 transaction code here. So then here just remove all the dates and everything. Just check the how many entries are there. So just to check the how many entries, 31,000 schools are there in the system. 31,000 schools are there here. So which means 31,000 schools are there. Let me try to pull that all the schools in the system here. So this is the way we have to troubleshoot it here, right? So just logging and just executing the transaction code, then we are getting the output that is not the correct one. So we need to fix that one as well. So select all, then delete. So delete all. So all the schools will be deleted now. All the
Sir, in real time also, can we delete like this?
Yeah, if the job is table is full, job is not working, just take the last 1 week data, just keep the last 1 week data, then you can delete it. So last 1 week data you can keep it, then remaining days data we can delete it. There is a jobs should delete it. So these things we can old records we can delete it. Old school records, printer records we can delete it. Nothing will happen. So now I'm deleting. So it will clean up and we will not face any the performance any records, any dumps in the system here. Right? 488 is the last one. So you observe it and let's see what will happen. So it will not face any issues here in the system. This is the way. So if any dumps are occurring in the any system, so we have to troubleshoot it here. Right? So suppose if I see the NW1, let's see what's happening in the NW1 here. These all are the daily monitoring transaction codes. These all are the daily monitoring. So NW1 is green. Nothing is there here. That's fine. So what about the ECP production? So let's see here. Oh my God. Production also 918 runtime errors. What's happening in our systems? Okay, these are the syntax errors. There is a program bug. There is a E2E extractor, Cloud ALM related, CALM related. There is a bug. So there is a bug in the CAM related. Note we have to apply it. These all are related to the Cloud ALM only. So that's fine. We can fix it out. That's not a problem. That's we can fix it out. There is a note implementation. We have to do it. That will fix all those things here. See here, these all the things are getting deleted now in the system. So now let's see the job here. So the job is still active. So see here, spool records. What's happening here? Yeah, thing is happening here. Just delete it. Just active 30 seconds. Okay, so it's doing the network is doing now currently. So that is the so that's where we have to fix if any issues in the systems. Okay.
Sir, so now we got dumped because those pull requests were not getting deleted.
Job got canceling and spool table got full. Then we are manually deleting and also we have executed the so we are manually deleting in one side and the job also running. So it will do the cleanup
Okay, sir, but dump will be gone because of this, or will it
because
come again?
it won't come again. Why? Because we are deleting all the school records and everything, right? It won't come again.
Okay, okay.
Why? Because that we are cleaning up the table. We are cleaning up the table. So that is the one thing here. So there is a one table also, the snap table. If you see the snap table, that is the ABAP dumps related table here, snap tables here. So snap table. So this snap table, it's a ABAP runtime errors. Whatever the above dumps are generating, right? So all the above dumps will store in this tables only, snap table. All the above dumps will store into the in this table only here. It's already active. Why again activate? Not required. So that is the snap table. So spool related tables. If you go to the if you go to the DBA cockpit, definitely we can see the spool related tables here. So you go to the DBA cockpit here, and so just to go to the space, so just to see the large tables here, the large tables history here, or fast growing tables here. In that there is a TST03 or TST01 tables are there for the spool related. Those table sizes we can check it out. How much is the big?
Sir, like now this is working. Can we see any work process which is assigned to deleting the spool jobs?
Yeah, this is a TST03 table. Yes, and a snap table also getting full. This table also getting full. Yes. Yeah, definitely there is a jobs. So if you go to the SM50, so all the background jobs are occupied already. So there is a deletion. Deletion is in progress. So jobs are in progress here already. Yes, it's already there. So it's already occupied, all occupied. See, DB delete from the TST03, DB delete from the TST03. So it's deleting from the table. So table level, the entries are getting deleted. So it won't generate the any dumps and everything here. Right? We can see clearly what is the action, what it is doing, all the information you can see. So TST01, TST03. So it's deleting, all are getting deleting from the tables.
And this one is right now we did that only, sir. This one.
Yes. One is the dialog mode we are deleting, and second one is the background job we scheduled. Both are deleting the entries from the table.
Okay.
So this is our duty. So just to simply not executing the transaction code and see, okay, done, my work is done, I am done the practicing. So just that's done. So that is your wish. But as a consultant, if any issue occurred, any slowness occurred, you are unable to log in. So our primary investigation, we have to do that one. So that is our responsibility here. So other teams will do the will inform to the basis team like that if they are unable to log in, slowness, lot of dumb jobs are failing, they will inform to us. But our responsibility is that issue we have to fix it out at any cost. That is the our responsibility. Okay. So if you keep practicing, checking the logs, so if you are getting something that time, so you can fix anything here. So each and every transaction code you need to check what's happening, what and all the things we can do in the transaction code. So that is the one important thing here. Okay, that is the main. So here one more thing is here. Yeah, that is the up to ST067 we discussed, right? So these are the all transaction codes. It starts with the ST only. Why? Because performance related things and everything here. So apart from that, we have the some other transaction codes here. So these all are the daily monitoring transaction codes only. Daily monitoring transaction codes. So we have the every day in the organization and the organization we have the monitoring transaction codes. Daily monitoring transaction codes are there, which means whenever you join the shift, you need to log into the SAP system. You need to perform the health checks. Health checks here. So health checks we have to perform it in the system. Health checks. So system health checks we have to perform it here. So every organization they will build a one sheet, instruction sheet, daily health checks instruction sheet here. So in that health checks here, you will see the list of transactions. You see, so this is the first question. What are the daily activities you do in the system? The first activity you will check in the system. So check, we will check in the system. So dumps DB12, SM51. So every organization, they have own checklist. So this checklist, if you check it out, so if it is the green, we can make it as green. If it is the red, we need to fix that issues. So this is the, before the business users log in, we need to log into the our system, check ST22 total dumps 0. Then we have to make it as the green, 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 right? If you need dumps, we need to write it here. DB12, so DB12, so check the backups and everything. So backups are found, then we can check the backups here. Then DB12, so and also SM51, all application servers are should be active. SM66, we can check the system wide work process. There is a SM66 work process in the private mode, or what is the utilization, all the information we can check it out here. Then so SM37, we know if check any field jobs or long running jobs. ST04, we can investigate the database buffer quality and also CPU's database related, checking the database performance mainly, right? ST02, the swaps buffers. So if any buffer hit ratio more above 98 percentage, so then we can check it out with that screen. If it is the below, then we need to investigate why it is below here. ST02 transaction code here. We go to the ST02, any buffer utilization more than 98 percentage, all are excellent, super. But except, so this buffer, this is also coming to the 98, that is also fine, no issues with the buffer iteration. But there the swaps are there here. You can see there the CUI buffer, there the swaps are there. Swaps means if the buffer space is buffers are running out of the free space, then we may get the swaps here. Yes, there is a free percentage, less free percentage is there here. Only 600 KB is there, which is very less. So compared to the other, it is very less here. So it is the swaps are there here. Swaps are occurring here. So we can check the history here. When we got it, we go to the history. So daily, how many are getting here, right? It started with the 14th, 25,000, 1,000, 1,100, 4, 4, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12.
Swapped means what, sir? Can you once explain? Swap
Swaps,
memory.
swaps. Did you miss the class when I discussed about the ST02?
Yesterday I did not.
Yesterday not discussed, I think this one. I think the day before yesterday only I discussed. Okay, no problem. Swaps means it's a temporary storage area, temporary buffer area. So which means it will store the frequently accessed data. It kind of a container, it kind of a bucket. In the bucket, how we will store the water, in this buffers, we will store the, so we will store the frequently accessed data. We mean system will store it. So so here it ratio always should be 95 plus 98 plus, which means all the requests will should go and pick up the data from the buffers only. Instead of going to the DB level, it should go and pull the data from the buffers. So hit ratio, we need to check it out here. So if the each and bucket also, there is a quantity, there is a size limitation. If the size is over, definitely, so the water will overflow. So here also, how can I check the buffers are full and overflow is happening, means swaps. You can see the swaps here. If the swaps are coming, then there is a overflow issue in the buffer, means this buffer is overflowing, means this buffer is getting, buffer space getting overflow. So only 3 KB, 3 KB, I think 3 KB, 3000 KB only allocated for that one. 3000 KB only allocated in that. So already 15,000 swaps means, so 15,000 overflows are happened in the system. So we can check per day wise how many. So per day wise, daily 10,000 swaps are allowed. Up to here, fine. If the more than 10,000 is coming, we have to plan to either so clean up the buffer object here, whatever there in that system. We need to clean up that buffers. Otherwise, so we can plan to increase the parameter, buffer parameter. This is 3000 KB. Then we can go to the RG10 here, RZ10, then we can just increase the so value to go to the instance profile.
Sir, we have any jobs, sir, to clean these buffers also?
No jobs.
Manually only we have to delete.
You don't need to delete anything here. Automatically, see, whenever you do the restarts, this buffers will be cleaned up. So we don't need to do any cleanup here. But system automatically it will be whenever you do the start and stops, that time the buffers will be flushed out. The buffers data in the buffers that will be flushed out in the system.
So in such type of alerts, we can recommend, sir, like, can we take a restart?
Yeah, if the swaps are coming very frequently, then we can ask them. We can provide the justification to customer saying that so these are the coming like we want to go with the restarts. So then go ahead and restart it or increase the buffer size like 3000 to 4000. So like that how we are increasing, then we can increase it here. Someone changed the work process also. People are touching the work process member. Sometimes system will not get started. So now we changed the work process. So right, so we changed the parameter. So what we changed it here. So from st02, so in the st02 the buffers are occurring. There is a less space here. So we increase it to the 4000 KB. So let's see what will happen. It won't happen now. But because after the restart, it will be come to the zero here. It will come to the zero status here. That is the buffers utilizations and swaps here. The production, nothing. All are 98 to full buffers are fully fine here. So it will store the temporary data buffers. So that is a very important. One of the performance contributor is the buffers. That is the one. Then ST02. Then ST02. Yeah, this kind of these all are called the so daily monitoring transaction codes here. Daily monitoring. Daily as a day starts with the we will log into the SAP systems as per the checklist. We will as per the checklist we will create a as per checklist, we will execute the transaction codes in the system. We will come to know all those things here. Whatever we discussed, all the things here. SM58. Check if any failed records, any records are failed. Then we have to execute. We have to execute. Yes, there is a lot of failed records in 2022. So there is a Lakshman user created this one. Lakshman user and different users. Okay, different transactional RFCs are failed. We need to report this person. So why he created or why it got failed. Any queues got stuck, SMQ1, SMQ2, SM58, right? So these all are the daily monitoring transaction codes, which we have to execute in the system on the daily day-to-day activity basis. We have to execute these things. Okay. So yeah, I will share this Excel instructions. So please perform in our systems, production systems. So just perform the health checks. Then same you can perform in the your real time also, right? As a consultant, first your day activity starts with the daily monitoring of the all the production systems here, right? You need to log in and you need to perform these checks when you are in the shift. So that is our duty. If you perform now, it will be easy to do the same kind of things in your organization as well. So might be there is a little bit increasing of the transaction codes, but the procedure is same. Procedure is same. That depends upon the company. Some people they will put like a different transaction codes also. Some people the main transaction codes. That is the so one thing important thing. Okay. So that is the daily monitoring related and performance related. Tomorrow, and we'll discuss about the, yeah, there is a few before going to the transport management system. So we have few things to discuss, small things here. One is the SMICM, ICM Communication Manager, SICF, and workflow, business functions activation. So remaining whatever the small transaction codes, all those things we can complete it. The next set is like a TMS. Once TMS is done, operation modes, that is done. Then note implementations, add-ons and plugins. The main topics are there. So those things will go. We'll see one by one. Okay, but please practice it all